TV game show, hoping to find the answers in Diagnosis Murder on BBC Two now. An important and valuable piece of art goes to auction with Flog It in Truro Cathedral, and then which of today's contestants will face a question of genius? Find out at 4:30.
Now the king lies dead, his armies routed. The conqueror's horse shall roam for a year. And in that time the ground that passes beneath its feet shall rightfully belong to him. But for the horse, when duty is done, sacrifice awaits, in celebration of a victorious living king and a noble steed.
At bbc.co.uk/A History of the World.
There is one thing without which my happiness in this world seems impossible.
I've come to ask you to marry me.
Marriage isn't for everyone. I have in mind to settle with a female. Are you sure it's safe?
People are insinuating things. They call you Gentleman Jack.
How does she love you?
Marry me.
Women can't marry. I would rather die than our connection be known.
You broke my heart.
The true story of the secret diaries of Miss Anne Lister. Monday at 9 on BBC Two.
Hello, and welcome to the Big Personality Test.
We'll be putting them and you to the test to reveal the truth about personality and the impact it has on your life. It's amazing. Are you ready to find out who you are?
The Big Personality Test, a Child of Our Time special, Sunday at 9 on BBC One.
Time for the news headlines now on BBC One with Fiona Bruce.
Good afternoon. The man accused of murdering 3 women in Bradford has appeared in court. When asked his name, 40-year-old Stephen Griffiths replied, "The crossbow cannibal." He's accused of killing Suzanne Blais-Myers, Susan Rushworth and Shelley Armitage. This afternoon he was remanded in custody after a second court appearance. David Cameron has set out the government's strategy for economic growth, promising to transform the economy. He said the priority was to reopen Britain for business and the government would promote enterprise. BP says the operation to plug a leaking oil well in the Gulf of Mexico has made some progress. President Obama is heading to the Gulf Coast in Louisiana today to see developments for himself. A postman from Cornwall has pleaded guilty to 27 child sex offences. Michael William from Penryn, who's 28, groomed children online through profiles he posted on social networking websites. More than 70 people are now reported to have been killed when gunmen attacked 2 mosques belonging to a minority sect in the Pakistani city of Lahore. More than 60 people were injured. Talks are due to resume today between British Airways and union bosses as a 5-day strike by cabin crew comes to an end. The airline says it plans to operate more services during further strikes next week. Today's weather dry and sunny in England, Wales and Northern Ireland with isolated showers in places. And I'll be back with the news at 6. Now it's time for the news where you are. Bye-bye.
Hello, very good afternoon to you. I'm Dani Sinha. Police in Hampshire have traced the mother of a baby girl whose body was found at Fleet railway station on Wednesday. They say a teenage girl came forward after media appeals and is now receiving treatment. A post-mortem examination was carried out on the infant yesterday, but police are not revealing how it died. A man accused of murdering a woman at her flat in Brighton has started giving evidence at his trial. The prosecution claims Neil McMillan strangled Andrea Waddle, who was working as a prostitute. Well, today he denied he was obsessed with Andrea and pleaded not guilty to murder. A laundry director has been jailed for a year after being convicted of employing and housing 23 illegal immigrants in Hampshire. 42-year-old Ching Wu took the workers on at the Universal Chinese Laundry in Alton, where they also slept in dirty and cramped conditions. Windows were also blacked out to hide them. A charity football match will be held this afternoon to raise funds for a teenager injured in a barbecue fire in Dorset. 16-year-old Will Reynolds suffered 50% burns after the incident in Highcliffe when a friend poured meths onto the barbecue grill. The money raised from the football match will go towards Will's recovery. Campaigners fighting to stop a massive supermarket warehouse being built in Hampshire have lost their High Court challenge. They have been appealing against the government's decision to approve the scheme on a derelict site at Pie Stop between Fleet and Farnborough on the grounds of noise. Well, the depot will create around 1,500 jobs. It will be at least a year before the true cost of restoring Reading's historic Abbey ruins is revealed. The site was closed to the public a year ago because of safety concerns. But so far, the £90,000 needed for a full inspection of the site has not been secured.
We're looking at opening up parts of the building as they get consolidated and repaired. So the access will increase as more money is spent on the building and parts will come online and be accessible to the public. So it will be a staggered approach, but we potentially could be looking at a 3, 4, 5-year project to fully restore the building to its former glory.
That's all from us. We're back at 6:30. Until then, though, have a lovely afternoon. Bye for now.